This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the incredible artist, producer, orator, the one and only Beige. But before we get to our interview, here's a sneak peek at Beige's incredible talent with this, a short film called The One Who Grew.
Hey, Beige. It's you. The one who grew and turned into the best version of a person who has something to prove. Who knew? In just a few years, you shed all these tears only to realize you shed all these fears. Fear of rejection, fear of reflection, which turned to repression, created aggression. And now you're selective with how you're affected by choices you make and thoughts manifested. I'm impressed, man. I truly am. To meet a man who understands who I am. And if you ever get lost, you can't find the truth, just remember, it's you. The one who grew and turned into the best version of a person who has something to prove. Who knew? Oh no.
Well, hello, Beige. How are you?
I'm all right. How you doing, Will?
Beige, it is so nice to meet you, and I love that the audience just got a little sneak peek of your incredible, multi-talented self with The One Who Grew. You were talking to me a little bit offline about the impetus behind the short film, and I'd love for you to share that with the audience.
Yeah. The film came from a poem that I wrote as a letter to my younger self. And it was inspired by a poet by the name of Darius Daughtry, who hosts writing workshops, and I attend them. And the prompt was to write a letter to your younger self. I wrote something to it. I presented it to the directors of the film, Mike Sowers and Noah Lenzi, of different Breed films. And they said, we'd love to shoot something.
It's amazing.
And so I helped, I co-produced it, found locations and song selection, wardrobe, everything. Plus I'm featured in it along with two other models, Akio Gamba and Jody. And yeah.
That's amazing, Beige. And I've been speaking with artists all over the world, 1,200 thus far this past year. And if there's anything that I've been speaking with them all about in some way, shape, or form, is that these last 2 years have been an opportunity to kind of be still and reacquaint ourselves with our younger selves, with that voice, with that light, with that kind of that voice of bliss. And the fact that you created a short film around it, I find it incredible.
Sometimes that's how it works out. It works out as it should, in alignment,
Absolutely. And I love the idea that this came about from a prompt. And I think as artists, sometimes all we need is that prompt, that little spark to ignite the flame. I'm curious to know, Beige, what else you have coming down the track in terms of anything that the audience can know of what's to come from you artistically.
Well, I don't typically like to put out any type of work unless there's a significant purpose for it. That's just my way of expression. I like to have some sort of meaning behind the work that I do.
Absolutely.
It's been a blessing and a curse for me, I think, just because it has limited the amount of expressive output that I have, but at the same time, it ensures the quality of is, you know, to my liking, and I would say to the liking of others. Someone told me, this is your bar. About that film, they told me, this is your bar. This is the bar you've set for yourself. And I like, I don't take that lightly.
No, and you shouldn't. I think you're obviously about excellence. And so, I mean, and that's going to be part of your brand. And so the next thing that you put out not only has to be of excellent quality and taste, but it has to be from an authentic place, not just because, you know, artists, you know, like to maybe put out a consistent stream. Your stream is on your time.
Right. So as far as output of what I'm going to be putting out down the line, I can't say I have anything planned, but I know that it will come when it's time. What I've been working on artistically lately has been more technical. I've been learning engineering, and I've been really taking a deep dive into brushing up on my music theory knowledge. And I've also been learning from the youth that I work with, whether it be from a life perspective or it be from a musical perspective. I learn from them each day because everyone has something to offer in their own way. You know, I try to stay open-minded about that. So engineering, working on production, music production, as well as film production and event production, and just, you know, keeping my eyes peeled for the opportunities and for the inspiration.
Amen, Beige. Well, listen, I want to let the audience know, for more on Beige, you can read more about him right below this video. Beige, I'm excited you're coming on board this incredible new social media app, FENIX360, but I'm also excited that we're now connected. Thank you so much for your time today.